Haarmann had confessed, now came the trial. It began in December 1924 and lasted 2 weeks. I sat in that courtroom every single day. He was charged with 24 murders, though the real number was almost certainly higher. He interrupted witnesses. He disputed details he considered inaccurate. He seemed, at moments, to enjoy the attention. The families of the victims sat in those same rows. I watched mothers hear descriptions of how their sons had died. That is not something you recover from, not as a family member, and not as the detective who should have stopped it sooner. Hans Granz was convicted as an accessory and sentenced to 12 years in prison. Historical records on the precise details of his release vary, but he was freed years later, having served much of that sentence. Fritz Haarmann was convicted of all 24 murders and sentenced to death. He was executed by guillotine on April 15, 1925, in Hanover Prison. He was 45 years old. He had asked for the sword. He got the blade regardless. I stayed in the criminal police for another 12 years. I worked other cases, solved some of them, failed at others. But the Haarmann case never left the back of my mind, because the truth I had to live with was this. We handed him the badge. We gave him the access. We made him credible. And those boys paid for it with their lives. Like, follow, and share this. And tell me in the comments, what do you think really happened?